If you found this video because you are struggling with anxiety and you're trying to figure out why can't you just be normal like everybody else, I've got a news flash for you. If you have anxiety, you are completely 100% normal. In fact, every living human being has anxiety. Anxiety is built into us like a second nature. It's a part of our biology. It is what keeps us alive. It's what helps us sense danger. It's our self-preservation. It's the reason we've survived all of these years. So if you don't have anxiety, then I would question how normal you are. So I think the difference that you are perceiving in between yourself, as you know, and I'm in the same boat as you, so the difference I'm perceiving in myself versus normal people is simply the way that we interpret our anxiety and how we feel about it. I have a really good example for you. Let's say you're afraid of heights. And again, most humans are going to be afraid of heights. Again, our self-preservation response. We know that if we fall from heights, it's going to hurt or kill us. So everybody's going to feel some anxiety around heights. So imagine a thrill seeker, a skydiver, packing their chute, getting in a plane, climbing 4, 5, 6,000 feet in elevation in that little prop plane, getting ready to jump out of it and plummet towards the earth, facing danger. Don't think for a second that their heart is not racing, that their breathing is getting a little erratic or maybe just really intense. Maybe there's some chill bumps going on. All right, so take that description right there. And now picture somebody who has anxiety, who kind of like maybe irrationally thinks about certain things when they don't need to. So put yourself in a position where you're sitting on your couch in your home, completely safe from anything heights related. But maybe the mere thought of heights makes your palms sweat. Maybe kind of drives up your anxiety a little bit. Maybe your breathing becomes a little more intense. Maybe your heart rate is elevating. And all you're doing is thinking about the idea of heights or falling from a roof or falling from the clouds as you skydive towards the earth. I want you to realize that the symptoms I just described for the person who's sitting on their couch completely safe at home are the same symptoms that the skydiver is having. Your heart rates are elevated, your breathing is getting shallow, it feels like it's getting harder to breathe, so you're breathing heavier. Both of these people are experiencing anxiety. Okay, but there's a difference in the way it's being perceived, right? The skydiver, the thrill seeker, they love this thrill. They're embracing the idea of feeling alive and bringing out their most basic human instincts. You know, their heart rate being elevated, they're proud when they look at their Fitbit or whatever and their heart rate's like 130 beats a minute because they're like, man, I'm so psyched for this. And then you have the person who's sitting on the couch feeling the exact same things, but they're nervous, they're shelled up, they feel like they can't do anything or can't function because they can't get this thought out of their head. But again, I want you to realize that both people are feeling the exact same thing. They're both feeling anxiety. It's just one person has embraced their anxiety. One person is afraid of their anxiety and they're trying to get away from it. And that in itself puts you in a whole nother loop where now you're trying to escape your basic human instinct, which you cannot do. So if you're not embracing it like this person, then you end up running into a vicious cycle where you are constantly trying to run from something that you cannot get away from. And that is when anxiety takes a crippling hold on you. So to overcome your anxiety, you need to embrace it. You need to love it. You need to remember it's a good thing. It's an okay thing to be anxious sometimes. But you have to know that that's a part of who you are. You are feeling anxiety because you're human. So learn to embrace your anxiety, learn to love it, learn to be willing to face it, tackle it, whatever word you want to use. But anxiety is going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life. It's just all in how you interpret it, and it's all in how you react to it. Don't run from it. Remember, anxiety is a fight or flight response, right? Don't run from it. Unless, of course, the scenario definitely deems that. I'm not telling you don't run from somebody who's threatening you with a knife in an alley. Of course, run. But for the most part, a lot of us get anxious over things that aren't even occurring. So that's a whole different thing in itself. But the bottom line is you are normal if you have anxiety, and you do need to learn to love it. You need to embrace it. That is your partner in life, your anxiety. It keeps you alive. It keeps you aware. So the next time your anxiety rears its ugly head, just remember it's okay. Don't be afraid of anxiety because that is a part of you. So again, just a friendly reminder, if you experience anxiety, no matter what depth, no matter how bad it is, just remember that is okay. You just have to learn to love it. Love it like the thrill seeker jumping from the airplane does. Get excited when it comes, if that's what works for you. But you are normal, and you need to know that. Now, I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then, take care and keep your anxiety under control. Bye.